What is up, taters, miters, and reverberators? Thanks for sitting down at the messy desk with me this week. As always, I am your host, a white sports fan. Today, I think I'm sick of the Octatrack. Aren't you? It is convoluted. It's complicated. It's alienating. It's the American education system. It hurts my fifis, and I don't want anything to do with it today. We're still going to be using it because it's inseparable from my brand. And brand is everything, baby. Got to make them dollar bills, y'all. But what we're going to be focusing on today, emphasis on focus, which my camera cannot seem to do at the moment, on this pedal right here, the Oto Bam, or OTO. I don't know. I don't care. It's an expensive reverb pedal. I'm going to call it whatever the hell I want. It isn't going to be a comprehensive review. It's not a review at all, really. You might wonder what it sounds like when you run drums through this, or what it sounds like if you put a guitar through it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not doing that. This isn't for that. This is very specifically tailor-made for a certain type of person. This is for the person who, like me, likes to make shitty, navel-gazing ambient music that their wife and friends pretend to listen to, and maybe sometimes pretend to enjoy if they're extra nice about it. It's for the 30-something overpaid tech nerd who shows his music to his coworkers. Doesn't it sound just like Tangerine Dream, they say? Really trying to catch that Vangelis vibe, and their coworkers nod along and say, sure, dude, whatever it takes to get you the fuck away from me. This is for the dreamers out there. And it's also for the memers, but it's not for screamers, because this is quiet, reflective, aimless music. And this pedal is fantastic for it. It does one thing, and it does it fantastically, which is big hall reverbs. Some people like little small cramped halls. They like being stuck in cramped spaces, and ooh, I gotta make it through. No, I'm too big. I'm a Svelte XL, okay? I can't fit through a small hallway. I need a big, giant hall to fit my big, beefy music through. And this pedal is fantastic for it. I get asked semi-regularly what my favorite effect pedal is, what my favorite thing that I own is, and the BAM is definitely it for a variety of reasons. And it's worth noting that the BAM itself is not a versatile reverb. It's not algorithmic. It's not the Big Sky. And good, because I don't like the Big Sky. I don't want an algorithmic reverb. I need one or two slightly different things, and that's about it. Because I don't make thoughtful music. I don't make versatile music. I make, say it with me now, shitty, navel-gazing, ambient music that no one will listen to. Except for people who also make shitty, navel-gazing, ambient music, because they feel the pain. They know no one's listening. And it sucks for them. And me. And mostly me. Let's keep the focus on me. So yeah, let's just go over some of my favorite aspects about this pedal, and then, we'll move on with our day. Who fucking cares? We're all going to die. Let's just start right away. I think the most important thing to me about an effect pedal for something like reverb is immediacy, because it's a reverb. I don't need it to be super complex. I just need it to sound good. And the BAM does that perfectly. You only have a few controls. There's some other stuff you can kind of dig into here. I wouldn't call them menus, really. They're just additional little aspects that you can dial in or out with this little data knob here. And they're all useful stuff. You got a low pass and a high pass filter. You got some chorusing. You can freeze the reverb, which is like my favorite shit ever. It's an ambient cheat code. And then there's different types of reverb. Have not looked at the manual. Don't know what the different types are. Don't care. I just use whatever sounds good to my chimp ears and just run with it. You can save presets, maybe. I don't, because I'm a Giga Chad who doesn't need presets. All I do is turn reverb time up, turn size up, and turn mix up, and we're good. And the reverb is done. Yeah, the fact that it's very immediate, the controls are all on the front of the panel for the most part, and it's very easy to dial in something that sounds fantastic is great, because I don't have a lot of time. Even if I had a lot of time, I wouldn't want to waste a lot of time dialing in a fucking reverb. Because again, as I mentioned, I'm not making good music. I'm just making music for other people to listen to who make the same kind of shitty music. It's no bullshit. I don't know. There's something about it that there's no frivolity. There's no extraneous qualities. It's just, this is what you get. And yeah, it's that good. And you love it. Did my dog just throw up on the floor? Link? Did you throw up? He didn't. He's just making pug noises. Yeah, the chorus in particular is really tasteful. It can get really extreme if you want to make some extreme kind of weirder sounds. I don't really, because I'm not experimental. But you can. And so that's nice. Input gain is very useful, not just for having quiet signals, but for overdriving a sound. Maybe I'll do an audio demo of that later. I don't know. I'm incredibly lazy. No guarantees. And then, of course, filters are useful if you have a lot of low-end content in what you're putting in, or if you have a lot of high-end content and you just don't want all that high-end in the reverberations of what you're putting through this. Also worth noting, you have a damping control, which kind of does the same thing. And that actually brings me to my favorite thing about this pedal. I have an issue with most reverb pedals, or most reverbs in general, where there's always too much high-end content for me. I always pull back the low-pass filter a little bit because there's just a little too much high-end content, and it always just kind of, I don't know, rattles my ears in an unpleasant way. The BAM, someone explained this to me. Apparently it's in the circuits it uses or something. Again, Giga Chads, I do want to hear from you down below. Explain to me why it sounds the way it does. But it has this, and stay with me here because I know people hate, when people use this term, but it has this smooth, warm, creamy sound to it. I know that doesn't mean anything. I know it's completely subjective. It has almost this already filtered quality, but not in a way that is restrictive sound-wise. It's just like, hey, Dan, you specifically probably don't want this stuff in here, so we filtered that shit out for you. We got rid of it already. And then if you want to filter more, you can. And if you want to, put a little chorus on it, you can. You want to freeze it, you do whatever you want. Dan, we made this pedal for you. And you love it. Yeah, so I think that's the biggest thing for me, is that it just, out of the box, sounds exactly the way I want a reverb to sound every time. And the fact that it has these extra tools like filter, like chorusing, like freeze, that's just the gravy on top of the mashed potatoes to me. It's just extra good stuff in an already fantastic package. And that's kind of it. This isn't a review. It's not even really a discussion. It's just a disgusting gushing of love for this pedal. So please, God, don't comment if you disagree with me. I don't care. Don't suggest different reverb pedals. I don't want them. I don't care. Don't tell me Big Sky is better. It's not. It sounds like doo-doo poopy. I don't care that there's 1,000 algorithms and all your favorite post-rock bands used it. I don't care. This is the best reverb for this man. And that is all that matters. That being me, of course. Anyway, my point is, don't you dare well actually me in the comments. And now I know saying that is going to invite a ton of well actually down in the comments. I know that a ton of people are commenting right now. They're typing right now. Fuck you, Octodad. I'm going to comment if I want to comment. You played right into my trap, you see. You've engaged with my video. You've pushed it to the algorithm. I'm getting more patrons. I'm making more money. And for what? To yell at you about a reverb pedal, you fucking nerd. And you love it. And you want more of it. And you'll subscribe to me on patreon.com/messydeskinc to get more of it. And thank you for that. I really appreciate it. I don't really want to belabor the point. I don't want to go into some massive review about every aspect that you can use or all these different sources run through it. There are different channels for that. This is not who I am. I'm not making useful, interesting content. I'm just yelling at a camera while my wife gets ready to go to work at her new teaching job. Everybody say, congratulations, Octomom. You're now a teacher of the next generation. She's teaching middle school kids. That's pretty brave. A lot of hormones going on there. Apparently, they take their phones away now. She insists that it's the right thing to do. You tell me. Doesn't sound very poggers. Do you want to say a few words, Octomom?
No.
Hell yeah, she got to say those words for 12-year-olds. So that's it. It's not really a review. It's not even really a suggestion. It's just me yelling into a camera saying, I really love this reverb. And it sounds very good. I don't know, man. Do you have a better idea for a video? Comment down below and give it to me for free. It sounds fantastic. Lastly, I'll just address this one thing, because I have a problem with these kind of videos, which is that in filming it, it might seem like I'm saying, you need this reverb. If I was a different kind of YouTuber, I might title the video, You Need This Reverb. Do you need this pedal? No. No one needs anything. Except for like food and water and sustenance and shelter and stuff. And a lot of people don't get that. That's weird. Anyway, no, you don't need this. You don't need a lot of stuff, let alone a stupid boutique reverb pedal. Honestly, I'll probably sell it at some point. I don't need it. What the fuck do I need it for? You know? I just have it because I heard it was good. I wanted to try it. And I'm reckless with my money. So I bought it, and it's just kind of sat around, and it sounds very good. If you're just getting into music production, and you're looking for, like, a reverb option, don't get this. You don't need this. There are, like, a ton of free software options, cheap software options, and cheaper reverb options. The Earthquaker Devices Avalanche Run is a fantastic delay and reverb pedal that is half the price of this, and is, you know, it's good. You don't need this pedal. So don't let me hype you into buying it. Don't let me feed your gas. Because honestly, I'm on such an anti-gear tear, I'm literally selling everything that is an Electron gear. Because I don't need it. It's all extra. It's all fairy dust, right? But I mean, if you have the money burning a hole in your pocket, if you're that overpaid tech bro who needs to throw the money somewhere, if you're a big enough tool to buy a boutique reverb pedal, then yeah, I guess you could buy it. It sounds good. You certainly wouldn't be wrong in buying it. But I just don't want to be that YouTube guy who puts gear on the screen once a week and acts like you need it to make good music or to make music at all. You don't. Make music with what you have. If you don't like what you have, sell what you have and get what you need to make you feel like you are happy with what you have. I think, at this point, I'd be happy with just the Octatrack and the Digatone and nothing else. And so that's kind of where I'm headed. But, you know, your results may vary. You might want a giant rig of Eurorack, and that's fine too. I'm not shaming anybody, just where my brain is at right now, I guess. I think that's going to do it for me this week. I want to thank you so much for watching. You could have chose anybody to sit down with on the internet today, and for some reason, you chose me, a guy wearing a Gus Johnson hat. Do I usually buy YouTubers merch? No. Do I particularly love Gus Johnson? Not really. But is this hat fantastic? Yes. Good dang it, it is. And so, I have it. And so, there you have it. I will be back next week with a new video. Ricky will be back next week teaching kids about art and Vincent van Gogh and that Cash Monet. And the world will keep on turning. So don't worry. Everything's okay. I'm here for you. But don't talk to me. That's an invasion of my privacy. I'm Daniel. This is The Messy Desk. And I love you more than I love rambling about a reverb effect that I love, but will probably sell anyway. I'll see you next week. Peace.